Okay, I'm going to show you how to place markers onto a drawing. So underneath each of these template drawings, there is a series of markers, and these are the markers. These are the markers here that I'm talking about. And these correspond to each of these drawings in that they have been set up to the right scale as such. So the beauty of this is that you can copy and paste these directly onto your drawing. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm actually just going to get rid of a couple of things first. These things here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put on a drawing name. So I'm going to just highlight that. I'm going to Command V and Command C and copy it. And you can see that I've got it here. And when I'm going to come up to the left hand corner, and with my object snaps on, you can see I get the green dotted line. I'm lining it up with that edge of the drawing. So you always line these markers up with the left hand edge of your drawing, and then I'm just going to click there and place that down on the page as such. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on this, and I get this little enhanced attributor here. So what I'm going to do here is, you see it's blue highlighted. I'm going to just going to change this and put in the new drawing name. So I'm going to call it Getting Started Floor Plan. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the scale, because the scale is at 1:50. The drawing number. Now the drawing number relates to the number of drawings on a page, and so this drawing is 0, or it's just number 1. We'll just call it number 1. And then drawing reference. Drawing reference is the sheet number or the page number. So this is 001, I'm calling it. Then I can come up here to properties, and I'm going to put it into a layer here. So I'm going to click on layer and come down here and put it into notations, and then I'm going to come up here, and here I'm going to change the color, and it's going to be by layer, or leave it basically, and then I'm going to click on OK. So now that I know that it's in the right layers and the right layers. So next I'm just going to quickly show you here. This is the example drawing here. So what we've just done is we've just put in this marker here. It tells us what our drawing is and the scale. And in this little circle bit, it'll tell us also it's drawing 1 on page 01. So here we've got these other markers here, so these elevation markers. You on your bathroom drawings are going to have to be putting in these markers. So if you've got 4 walls, you'll be creating 4 elevations, so you need 4 of these markers. So you've got to think about where they're placed in relation to this floor plan. The other thing you're going to place into the drawing is a section marker. So you can see this is your section marker with the little line off it here, and it's the dotted line here. So it's actually cutting through part of this vanity unit here. Then we have a couple of other little markers here. Now this one here that says T2, this is referring to, or it's indicating the finish. So this corresponds to your legend on your drawing, but equally it corresponds to your F, and E. So we'll come back to that now. Over here on this drawing here. So back to this little table of symbols here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this here. I'm going to click on this here, and I'm going to copy and paste. I'm going to Command C, Command V. I'm going to paste this up onto the drawing here, so you can see that I have pasted this little symbol. So this is a symbol that I can paste onto all finishes on the floor plan, that is, that need identification in terms of being identified as a finish that's in my legend as well as my specification. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to double click on this here, and it comes to this little editor palette again, and I'm going to change this to H01 caps. Yes, thank you. So this is for hardware, H01. So I'm going to go up to properties, and I'm going to change the layers here also. So here it's in layer 0. I'm going to change this again to notations, and then you can see here its color is red, but I'm going to change it to by layer and then click OK. So you can see that this here, this little specification box here has changed color. So the other thing I'm going to show you here is how to edit this box here. So what I'm going to do is come up to Insert, and then I'm going to go to Block Editor here, and then I'm going to find the actual block that I want to edit. So if I click through these, you can see all the different types of tags they are. So there we are, that's the one that I want to edit. I'm going to click OK, and you can see that the page has changed color, completely changed color here, and it's grey now. So if I want to change this this box here, for instance, what I would be doing is I'd be clicking on that there. I'd be coming over to this properties box here, and you can see it's actually already set up into the right layers in terms of it is in notations. So I can see there in layers it's in notations, and then I can see the color, it's by layers. So that is all correct. So that's not going to change at all in this instance, but if you needed to, this is what you'd be doing. Then I'd come up here to Close Editor, close it, and you can see there it is on your drawing page in the correct, both the box itself as well as the text, both in the correct layer, and they correspond. Like I said earlier, this is really important. It's a reference point that you will see on your specification, or your FF&E, and equally over on your legend. So this code sits in your specification and your legend. I'm just making this doubly clear that you understand this.